Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Prescriber here, and today I'm making a special video about why I main Dr. Mario in Smash Brothers. Now, before we do, I do want to tell you my history of being introduced to Smash Brothers. Now, my family bought the GameCube and Melee around 2007 or 2008, where I got to play Smash Brothers among the other games such as Mario Sunshine and Mario Kart Double Dash. Those were the games that I mostly played, but Melee was the game that I mostly played with. And honestly, just when I played Dr. Mario, at first I just thought it was really cool because him being in a doctor suit was something that I really just resonate with, and I was like, man, this guy hits hard. I like the way he just moves and whatnot. I didn't really care about the specifics about his recovery, about anything. I just enjoy the way he is, you know what I'm saying? So I really did just resonate with him in that regard, and he had a really good ult as well, even for Melee at its time. So going forward to 2013, 2014 was when, I became a little bit older. Well, before then, around 2012, I became an official Dr. Mario main, because I really just decided, man, this is the character that I've been maining, and to this day, as we speak, I've been maining this character for the past more than 10 years. So there's a lot of history between Dr. Mario and I. But moving along to 2014, I just really found a lot more love for this character, because the way he just moved and the way he just plays really was amazing. But at the same time, I was going through a bit of a struggle during my childhood, where in my middle school I was a lot of ghetto activity, to where there's a lot of fights and a lot of breakouts that really just hindered my way of like being myself, because in that type of environment, if you get caught lacking or something happens to you, you just you get jumped and whatnot. And I had to be careful in those situations, since in all honesty, I was in classrooms where I was with kids who were where their family members were associated with like gang members or whatnot. And it's something that, to this day, I have vivid memories about it. But why I mention this is because, using Smash Brothers and using my favorite character, Dr. Mario, as my main was just a way to help me get through my experience in a way that will, help me forget about what I go through at school and whatnot. But ultimately, I just had to move away, because I've been getting into too many fights to defend myself and whatnot, and it was just very, very scary in those situations. And moving past to around 2016 to 2017 was when I graduated middle school and moved forward to high school, to where around 2018, I had after the reveal of the Smash Brothers Ultimate trailer and it coming out in December, I just wanted to get the game so badly, and decided to actually compete for real, since I was someone that, looking past at the Melee VODs, Shroom being one of the OG Dr. Mario just really inspired me to play the character. And to me, I just felt like Dr. Mario was a character that I've always been sticking with since day one. And after getting the game in December of 2018 up till early 2019, I really been playing this character ever since, competitive wise. But I've been competing a lot of tournaments with this character, and being a lot of crews and whatnot with my tournaments, where I've made several upsets, such as beating Big Boss in 2021, as well, just taking away stocks in crew battles, to where I was barely able to clutch it by 4 to 3 stocks for our team. But all of this, I came to have more than just wanting to main this character. It was because, the reason why I mentioned about my childhood earlier was because, in a way, I felt like I was like an outcast or a black sheep, because I didn't really have a lot of friends when growing up. But I just needed to survive, and I felt like the best way was to be alone, and in a way just felt like it was the best way possible for me to get through how I feel. And seeing Dr. Mario, I just as much as it sounds corny and whatnot, but to me, I see him, he's like a black sheep, in a sense, in the competitive sense, and even casual wise as well, being different and whatnot. People clown on him for being a low tier, a bottom tier, a bottom three, whatever you name it, and it was this like drive or fire that was ignited in me that made me stay for myself, like, damn, you know what, man, I decided, just because he's the black sheep of the meta, he's probably the number one most underrated character. I decided to play this character for how he is, because he has a lot of strengths and a lot of potential that I see in him, and he kind of reflects it in me, because in me I just have a lot of potential. It may sound like out of ego, but I feel like I know I have potential to change, how I can change people's lives through helping others and being able to change people's minds, or at the very least being able to have a new point of view of seeing Dr. Mario and whatnot. And it's something that really will ultimately help me get through, and that's how I view Dr. Mario and why I main him, because he's just a character that resonates with me, the way he hits hard as well, the way he's combos and such, and that's another reason. But overall, that's something that I wanted to tell y'all about overall, because he's just someone that I really resonate with. And if Smash Brothers does have the next title, Smash 6, or in the future how it is, I just hope that he does come to the cast again. But if he doesn't, I'm just going to be very thankful for having to play Dr. Mario in competitive, casual ever since 2012 up till now. And whatever happens between myself maining this character and to the future, I'm always going to be very grateful for not only just maining this character, but the people that I brought along in my life, who I've met along the journey. And y'all know who I'm talking to overall. So much love, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Take care. Peace.